this project is my installation of the LED interior lights. I recorded in real time with no practice beforehand, so where you see me have difficulties, they are real difficulties, and where things seem easy, it's because they are. So hopefully this video helps. In the garage again tonight, doing something that's been a little bit overdue. Don't want to do this for a while, but life and things get in the way. It is a kit from a company called Firefly, and it is to change the interior lights of the truck over to LED. I'm a fan of it with the light, with it being the white over the orange and the red of the incandescent, and our power draw is going to be a little bit less. So let's open this up, see what we got inside. At first look, we have the lens removal tool, our package of lights, customer service card, and our placement guide, letting us know where everything goes. So it looks like we come with our map lights, our interior dome lights, license plate, vanity mirrors, and we have our cargo bed lights. So to help me out along with the removal tool, I have one of these guys. It's been pretty invaluable when I've been hiding wires and other things. It's a Lego removal tool. So anyone with kids or anyone that wants to get a Lego kit, this has been pretty invaluable to me. And then I just have some little plastic hooks and scrapers. We'll see if that can help us get these lights out and the new ones in. So we'll do a little bit of a walkthrough on the passenger side, getting the lenses off and the lights in. And everything we do on this side, it will be the same for the driver's side. So the instructions that come with it are a good little read if you want to start there. On this one, you hold it up, start from the front, where they have these little tabs. Just be very gentle with them. Comes right out. Very simple. And when we put our new ones in, they are polarity specific, so they have to go in the right way. If you put them in one way and it doesn't work, just take it out, flip it, and put it in the other way. Now these are supposed to be a little tricky to get out. And the instructions say as much. See if we can get one of our little tools to help us out here. This guy out. Okay. So we're not having luck with our tools getting that out, and the instructions suggest a small piece of tape, wrap it around the bulb to give you a pull tab, and you can pull it out. So we will give that a shot. So as suggested, have a small piece of duct tape. We're going to wrap it around. Get it pressed onto the light, and comes right out with that. helpful little suggestion. And then per our guide, we have our little map light. We'll test to see if we've got it in the right way before we go full on, which it looks like we do. So we can push that back up. We'll test it again. Got a little switch up here. Turns on. Turns off. And while we are in here, just wipe down the reflector a little bit. Make sure everything's clean after we touched it. We'll take our lens back on, end in towards us, light press, and we have light. While we're here, we'll do a side-by-side with the incandescent light that comes from the factory and our new LED light, which you're switching over to. All right, now we'll take a look at these vanity mirrors. Come on, go off. Now these, there's a notch under here, and that's where we start to try and get them to come up. Very tiny notch. And it comes right out. So that's what we're going for, that little tiny notch, which is dead in the center of that. And we'll do the same thing over here. They come right out. We'll close this. And pry tool is a little too big to get in underneath those. iGo tool is a little too big. But we have our little scraper. We'll see what we can get done with that. Just pops out. Fairly simple. Do light number 2. Very little pressure to make that come out. Very easy. Then we go to our light kit. And again, these are polar specific. So before we put them in, we want to make sure we have them going the right way. That one we got going the right way. So we'll push that in. And this one we'll test it out real quick. And it's the right way. So we can go ahead and shut that. Line these up so they're facing out. Can. And then we have the light. Inserting these back together. We have our vanity light. We're working on our rear dome light now with our ons, offs. This one, the whole thing comes off, so we will be doing both of these at the same time. Back here, right in the middle, we have our little release. Our tool in. Gently start working it around. comes down. Our 4 tabs are on the outside here. Inside here, we can just grab. Gently work them out. And one thing, if you turn them one way, they come right out. Something new learned. And then the map light we replaced up front is going to be the same lights that we put back here. And again, they're polar specific, so we'll turn this on and make sure we get our poles right. And you see that? Not working. We'll turn it 180 degrees. We should have light. There we go. Now that one's working. And then a problem you're gonna run into with these new larger LEDs is when you try and put the screen back up, it's not gonna work. So, prior to putting your new LED bulb in, make sure you put the reflector back up. And then test your poles, which were good. Test on this side. Test over here. Correct. Push it in. Okay, we have both of them working back here. So, if you notice, we gapped up here, so we'll go ahead and try and reset that. There we go. So before you're done, make sure you get the hooks all the way up. That way it's not separating the top of the light down. That one works. That one we have to go look at. Let's go take a look at what happened. Oh, you want to work. Guess we had to get it seated a little better. Try and get this in again. Push up and swing it over. Slightly on that side. Let's check. On, off, on, off. we have our light back here complete. We'll move on to the headlights. And for that, we're gonna need some additional tools that don't come with the kit. In addressing the cargo bed lights, there are 4 Phillips screws that we'll have to remove. And we are ready to take out our cover. Mindful of the gasket. And we will simply pull them out. And leave the center one because that's going to be your crank light. And then we have these larger ones that are going to go in. Remember, you want to have these powered because these are pole specific, so we'll give it a shot, see what we get. Flip it around 180 degrees, and it comes on. Same thing here. Flip it. And we have light. Things secure. We'll double check that we got a working. Yep, working. Okay. And then all we got is the same thing on the other side. Now the last little light we got to tackle is down here by the parking brake. Comes out pretty simple. Pull this one. Just click right here. An issue with our pin being misaligned, so line that up. We're having problems with this one. Let's see what we got going on here. I think we got it in there. Light going. And as far as the lights for this truck, they are all in. So let's take a look at them. overall, this installation is probably a 3 on a difficulty scale, so anyone's gonna be able to do it. I found that the light in the front of the passenger compartment has been greatly improved. The rear passenger compartment, the light is softer and seems more diffused, more spread out. I'm not sure if it's as bright as the incandescent, but it's still a nice softer light. And I definitely saw a notice improvement in the bed with the light. So overall, I think this is something that is well worth it. It was a very inexpensive kit, and finding it in the kit form gives you all the lights you need so you don't have to piecemeal them. So I think if you want to save on the energy, have a little softer light, LED is the way to go. And personally, I think they look a lot better. So thanks again for tuning in, and hopefully we'll get around to some more stuff in a little bit.